What's up, guys? We are live from the Brojo for another episode of The Takedown Breakdown. I am your host, Kianaki, and I am here today with...
As the co-host, regular guy Zach.
Yeah! Oh man, we're back. We took a...
Week hiatus.
Week break. Just things came up. Not bad things, it's just... It's a vacation time for certain people, and... I feel like I've gone on vacation more often this year than I did last year with the podcast stuff. So, my apologies.
To be fair, I can't really think of, but aside from last weekend, the only other vacation I can think of is when you took one in early April.
Yeah.
For
a wedding
to Texas, yeah.
Yeah. I hope that, like, my goal soon is that if we all can't make it, we could probably, like, maybe have a Discord channel where we can talk together on that channel.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a call-in?
Yeah, like a call-in, yeah. It's actually been on my mind for things.
I'm pretty sure I've asked about that once, if it was possible if one of us couldn't make it, but could call in.
It is possible, yeah, we could do a Discord thing. I'm looking into that. I definitely really think that's definitely a possibility.
It's part of the tech upgrades.
Yeah, hopefully.
We've gotten enough skill points.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's for them Game Boys.
Right. Right. So honestly, like, that's definitely on the table for a few things. We might see a little bit of that coming up soon. So
hopefully.
Yeah. So WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair underwent major surgery Monday.
Mm-hmm.
He's turning out great.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Any idea what the surgery was for? Aside from last year's crisis?
Yeah, I think it was because of that, yeah.
It was a follow-up? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it might be that, but I wasn't sure.
It was good, and he's doing good.
That's good.
Sami Zayn, who is currently out of action until early 2019.
It's the curse of 2016 all over
been
again.
Announced for Lives Comedy Festival in Montreal this month. Details, so he's going to be doing some stand-up stuff.
It's the curse of 2016 all over again. Do you remember that period of time in 2016 where, like, all the major players got injured?
Yeah. So The Undertaker made a surprise appearance Saturday.
At Madison Square Garden. I don't really know if it was a surprise. He was advertised.
Oh. Well, he teamed up with Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns for the win against Elias Corbin and Kevin Owens. So, there was no mention of Brock Lesnar at all.
Yeah.
On Monday.
They just brought that to my attention earlier today.
There was just nothing.
To be honest, I didn't even realize that because nowadays when they bring up Brock Lesnar, it's usually Roman just going on about how he got either screwed over or it was rigged against him. Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, he kind of came out and did it every week for a long time, so I kind of just tune it out now.
Right, so like Brock Lesnar, good guy. He is going to be fighting... so apparently he's going to be fighting some feller.
A long pause before you said good guy. Was that a bitter taste in your mouth?
Yeah. He's going to fight heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier.
Which could bring us to our topic.
Yeah, which does bring us to, if we have something we want off our chest or Zach wants to talk about.
Well, this isn't really off my chest. I saw it I don't remember where I saw it. It might have just been a random comment somewhere, but I saw someone say they think the Universal title should be retired by now because of the lackluster reigns for one, and now with Brock being gone with it for so long, it's like that title has no prestige anymore.
Right.
It's like it's the cruiserweight title.
Yeah, it's just there. It's just there. So.
I mean, to be fair to the cruiserweights, Cedric Alexander's working pretty hard to make it prestigious. So, anyways,
I mean, for the cruiserweight, it's coming back. This is like. Brock Lesnar has had this for a very long time, and he's had it on and off for a very long time. Mm-hmm. So, for me, I think it should... I don't know, actually. Like, the idea that you had was to have AJ Styles be a dual...
Well, it wasn't really my idea, because, again, people have also commented on, like, posts how they think if if they want to get rid of the Universal title, there's one of two things can happen. They could, or three things. They can make a new world title. They could resurrect an old title again, or they can make AJ Styles a dual-branded champion and have him be on, say, Raw 1 month and face a top contender there. And then the secondary title, like the U.S. title on SmackDown, would be the main focus there. And then it would switch the next month.
So the Intercontinental would be big. That could work for now, but once SmackDown switchovers to Fox, I think it'd be a lot harder.
Well, I was gonna say the flaw with that is that you're basically killing the brand split.
Yeah.
So you basically just be saying the brand split is no more.
Right, and like technically speaking, it's gonna be more of a brand split when SmackDown moves over to Fox. Mm-hmm. So there's a possibility that could happen, and that could be interesting. But I don't see that being the likelihood. Likelihood is they just don't give a shit, and the Universal title is just going to still be going on. I wouldn't mind having the heavyweight title back.
Well, see, that's another thing. Everyone keeps saying bring back the big gold world heavyweight title that they retired in 2014, I believe, right. When ironically Brock Lesnar won the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Right.
The problem with that is, and someone pointed that out, is that
it won't be
no, that belt has been resurrected way too many times by now.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you're already kind of killing it by saying, "Oh, we don't need it anymore," and then you're just like, "Oh, never mind, we'll just bring it back," and then you do it again, and then you bring it back. It's just like.
Plus, you'd also have to make that palette to where it has to be distinguished from because it's red and blue now because of the brand split.
You don't have to make it that way, because in the first brand split, both titles looked like normal titles.
That's the thing. Like, I kind of wish they would have not done the red and blue. Like, for the women's titles, I understand that 100%.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. But so far, the WWE World Heavyweight title is still black and gold and red and silver.
Right.
The Universal title is the only one that's just like, hey, our brand colors... And it still doesn't look that good.
Right, I get you. Like, I don't know, it's really hard. Like, I just don't know. Like, I just don't. Like, it's so weird to, like, I don't know, like...
For me, it's been bad luck and bad booking. Because Finn Balor got injured when he was supposed to be the first champion.
Yeah.
And... I've read reports online that said he was supposed to have a lengthy reign with it, face Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, I believe Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, but he got hurt, so they had to but they had to think on the fly and give Kevin Owens the title,
right? Which
could have been great, but the problem is that each one of his victories came from the help of someone else,
right?
Which doesn't help make the champion look prestigious. And it makes like that title is being held by someone who can't stand on his own.
Right.
So it's basically like a tag team title.
Right.
Per se.
So yeah, that's where I stand. It's like it's hard for me to like really pinpoint what they should do. Mm-hmm. Because like my personal thing is I don't understand why Brock Lesnar still has the title at all. Like he does to me, I don't think he does anything for for the company. He gives them rating spikes, that's fine.
Well, I also think a lot of people think when he's there to actually wrestle, it's a big fight feel. Kind of like a mixed martial arts fight. I
just don't, though. Like, they're so short, too. That's the thing that gets me. Like, he does not have that stamina and endurance to have a long match. And, like, for title matches, I'm not saying that every title match should be, like, long. Because, like, some title matches that were long were fucking terrible. Mm-hmm. But, like, they still need that kind of prestige for me to be like, yeah, I enjoy this. I'm having fun with it.
I think his one-on-one matches haven't even gone over 10 minutes.
No.
Like, the Fatal 4-Way at SummerSlam was long, but that's because it was a Fatal 4-Way.
There was 4 people. Yeah, no.
And he was even taken out for a while.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, if he's in, like, triple threats and stuff like that, he just gets taken out. He's done for, like, he doesn't have to do anything for, like, 5-10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then they're, like, beating the shit out of it. Like, it's just, to me, it's just, that's not what I want in a WWE champion.
Right.
Like, I want a WWE champion, like, like
AJ
Styles, like even Jeff Hardy, because he puts his title on the line all the time. Like, I want those kind of champions. I don't want these champions that just show up. Like, I don't want the Brock Lesnar's and Alexa Bliss's. I want them to actually show up and like do shit.
Right.
I want them to do non-title matches. I want them to wrestle so we can still see that they're still good. Yeah. I don't want to like have this belief that like I don't want them to be like they're bigger than anything. They don't have to fight anyone. Like even people who are champions lose in non-title matches. Mm-hmm. I want that. I do not want someone who has a mic guy. Like, the only reason why Brock Lesnar is so over, in my opinion,
is Paul Heyman.
That's
because Paul Heyman could talk his ass off to sell you something now.
Right. It has nothing to do with Brock Lesnar being good.
Right.
Because I think Brock Lesnar is subpar.
Now he is. During his first run, when he first debuted in 2002, he was pretty damn good.
Yeah, yeah.
But now he's basically suplexes.
Yeah.
Which kind of gets old. It was fun to me until...
It was funny the first time.
No, it was even fine till WrestleMania 31 against Roman Reigns. But then his feud with The Undertaker, he didn't resort to that because, they're just two brawlers and he could brawl with them. It didn't get old to me until WrestleMania 32 with Dean Ambrose. Because that's basically all that happened. Was suplexes.
Where I think like Braun Strowman or Bobby Lashley seems like such an equivalence to Lesnar that like I think that would probably be a okay match. Just that.
Well, Braun Strowman's kind of already been tarnished with it because their No Mercy match wasn't good.
Right. Well, where I see like Bobby Lashley, if there's anyone I'd like to see Brock Lesnar face is Bobby Lashley because they're both guys from back in the day and. Mm-hmm. That'd be just an interesting match to see.
Well, it's also Bobby Lashley. He wasn't in UFC, yes, I know. But he was also he was pretty good in his MMA setting, too. Like, he had a pretty good win-loss record.
Yeah.
So I think if there's anyone that could be believable, it's Bobby Lashley.
Right. And I think that's an enjoyable thing that people should take a look at. Mm. Is that, like...
A lot of people want it.
If anyone takes the title away from Brock Lesnar, I would want it to be Bobby Lashley. I don't think that, like, for me personally, I'm not a big fan of, I've never been a fan of Brock Lesnar. Like, I don't like F5s. I think they're stupid. I hate, like, wrestling, to me, has this weird thing where they will take an event from wrestling and just meme the shit out of it.
They memed the F5?
No, in general, like the Suplex City bitch thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the memification of wrestling quotes kind of takes, like, everything away from, like...
You mean like the RKO thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it was funny for a while.
Right. Like,
but now, whenever he hits one, it's like, RKO out of nowhere. It's like, no. We clearly saw that coming.
Yeah, it's a legit, like... WWE now memifies their own, like, the internet memes into their commentary.
They meme Titus O'Neil tripping.
Yeah. That's where I stand. Like, I just do not, I'm not against it, but it's just, man...
Well, if they'd stop saying RKO out of nowhere when Randy's just standing right behind him and then he just turns him around and you can clearly see him gearing up for it. RKO out of nowhere only works when it was like the Seth Rollins one at WrestleMania 31 or Evan Bourne on that Raw episode in 2010 where he just caught him out of midair in the shooting star press. Yeah. Ow.
Yeah, that's
just hit my head on the wall.
That's where I stand though, is that like I just don't know. Like I think that the Universal title is here to stay. Mm-hmm. What I still think they should do is get rid of Brock Lesnar.
Do you think they should also change the design of the Universal title?
I think that would be the best thing.
Like, make them different to show that they are on different brands.
Yeah.
Don't make them look identical.
Because they do look very similar.
Because it'd be like, well, the Universal title is just a fruit roll-up of the real one.
Yeah.
But the the United States and Intercontinental titles don't look alike. And there were rumors going around that they were going to make those look similar, too.
I would not want that.
And I'm very happy they didn't.
Yeah, I'm very like, I really wish they wouldn't have done any of those. I wish they would have kept them the way they looked.
Mm-hmm. Me personally, I would love it if they made the Universal title look more like the 2002 Undisputed title.
I personally, whatever they do, is I just don't want a spinning W in the center of it.
Well, unless John Cena for some reason goes back to being a rapper, I don't think you're going to see that ever again.
Fucking hated that.
It only worked for John Cena. That's the one I'm going to say, because that was kind of his gimmick.
I know, but Cena, everyone else had it later on too.
Yeah, I know, and that's the argument too.
Right
there is that for me, it only worked for John Cena when he was still doing that. But like 2008 or 2009 John Cena, even 2010, it didn't look good on him anymore either.
It was weird. I just don't think the spinning W is like a thing that they need.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely do believe that they should revamp the titles a little bit, like at least the Universal and the World, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I think they need to do that. I don't think they need to do the red and blue.
Well, to be honest, you could even like just start calling the one on SmackDown just the regular WWE title, and then call the one on Raw the World Heavyweight title again,
right?
Or even the Undisputed World Heavyweight title,
right?
And then bring. I know I said don't bring back the big gold belt because that's the one, but my reason for that is because it's been dead before, and they've brought it back twice, I believe. I think.
If they no longer give a shit about the brand split, I would say bring that in as like an in-between title between. Like, I think that'd be interesting, but I know that that's not going to happen.
The brand split being done with?
Yeah, not yet at least. We got like a good another year.
I could see it being 2 years actually.
I say another year because they're now combining. The
pay-per-views.
The pay-per-views.
Well, they did that with the first brand split too. Like for a while, it was brand exclusive, and then I believe in 2006 they started bringing them together.
Yeah, and see that's when it started. Them starting to come back.
Well, they didn't start really crossing over until like, either 2010 or 2011 when they started having Raw Super Shows, SmackDown Super Show, where it was basically just like the big players on SmackDown would come over. That's when you knew the brand split was dead, pretty much. When the SmackDown players would come over to Raw, and then the Raw players would go over there, and then it just becomes the thing on every week. They're still on separate shows.
Right. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I just don't know.
Me personally, I think you could probably get something out of the Universal title if you hit reset on it after Brock Lesnar's done with it.
Right, and just change it up somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if they changed it up sometime, it could be different. It could be fun.
Like change the look of it, or just change how it's defended?
Change how it's defended.
Well, I believe that's going to be what happens, unless for some reason whoever holds it next just doesn't show up until a pay-per-view.
Right. And then we go into our Raw results.
Was that all for the regular wrestling news?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you want to talk about Ronda Rousey being on WWE TK19.
No, not really.
Okay,
Because I had a feeling she would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more shocked that Rey Mysterio is a part of it.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is a DLC character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean...
I thought he was the pre-order bonus.
Well, that's still a DLC character.
Well, yeah, but usually... Never mind.
Like a DLC character is a character that is not in the software itself.
Yeah, I know, but I thought he was the pre-order and Ronda Rousey would just be on the regular roster.
She is.
Yeah, I know, but she's the pre-order bonus.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's on the title. She's on the cover.
It was saying pre-order bonus to get Ronda Rousey.
That makes no sense though, but why would you that makes no fucking sense.
She's not on the cover. AJ Styles is on the cover.
Is she? I thought it was...
AJ Styles is the cover star.
Oh, okay.
Ronda Rousey, they're just doing that for the big promotional pre-order bonus.
That's stupid then.
But I thought with the Rey Mysterio trailers, I thought he was the pre-order bonus, and Ronda Rousey was just going to be on the regular title because she debuted in January. And usually cutoffs for roster members are WrestleMania.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think they're for WrestleMania. It might be last year's whatever
Which is weird, though, because then, like, you would think that they would do it later on because, like, there's people they got rid of and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So,
I don't know either.
So, Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley get into a brawl. They're all like, I hate you.
How many pull-apart brawls have they done in, like, the past year?
A good handful.
Ironically, almost all of them involve Brock Lesnar.
Make it happen.
Triple threat at SummerSlam.
Make it happen. I would be down for it. I'm probably the only person that's like, yeah, let's fucking do it. I don't care anymore.
What, a triple threat?
Just get it over with. Don't let Brock Lesnar have the title anymore.
Watch, he shows up at SummerSlam and still wins.
Yeah.
You'd lose your marbles.
Yeah, I would probably. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James versus Nia Jax and Natalya. Mm-hmm. It was an okay match. This to me was like Jax and Natalya obviously won.
Well, this was just like hype.
Right.
Just to build up anticipation for it.
Right. I'm just not for it, I guess.
It was alright.
Like, I'm not anti Bliss and James or anything like that. It's just...
I'm not either, but it's just
so boring.
I'm still on the fence of she just lost it. And Nia Jax didn't really have anything to do with the title after their feud was done. And now they're jumping right back into it. Probably just to set up Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam.
Right. Like, I'm just...
Because remember, Ronda Rousey's buying a ticket. Front row seat at Extreme Rules.
She's not... I just fucking don't understand. Like, she's another one of those people. Like, why?
Who, Ronda?
Yeah, what's the point of fucking having her if you don't do anything with her?
At least she showed up every week.
Yeah, I'm glad. Good job, Ronda. Way to fucking go do something. Sorry, don't kill me. Don't kick my ass for Ronda Rousey. Mojo Rawley versus No Way Jose.
Why?
Mojo defeated Jose. I don't know.
I don't really care much for this feud, and I hope it's done.
I don't know the point of it.
And I think it was just to show Mojo Rawley's a bully or something.
Yeah. Seth Rollins goads Drew McIntyre into a match.
Yeah, by mocking where he's from, going bad. I didn't like that, really, to be honest with you. Everything before that was fine, though.
Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah, they go out, blah, blah, blah. Matt Hardy versus Bo Dallas. This was a good match, though.
Do you think it was a missed opportunity to have Bray face Bo Dallas?
I do believe so.
Okay. Because a lot of people have said that. And I was like... I, too, thought that when it was announced. I was like, shouldn't Bray be fighting Bo? But then again, he still might be feeling the effects of the car crash, Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
So, understandable.
It is funny, though, that Bo Dallas came out as Bray Wyatt.
Well, yeah, he's doing the parody really well, too.
I really like that, though.
You just wait until he's a Wyatt family member.
I think that to me is, like, super funny. Like, I think that's enjoyable. I really do. Because I like his fake... His fedora is very flamboyant, and he probably got it out of the girl sections of Claire's.
I'm surprised at how much they're being built up right now for being basically a comedy tag team. I personally believe this is just a setup for someone to face the Revival at SummerSlam.
I legit think that they're no longer a comedy.
I still think they're a comedy tag team because they're still doing parodies.
Right, but they're serious. You know what I mean?
Are they?
They're kind of like how.
Are they?
They're kind of like how the New Day was for a very long time, in my personal opinion. That's what I'm seeing, but I could be wrong.
I still kind of think they're a comedy duo.
Sorry, this thing about the New Day. I still really want to see the New Day face the
Elite.
The Elite.
Just wait for.
The Bullet Club broke up.
Yeah, it's about time. Unfortunately, now it's become NWO Hollywood versus NWO Wolfpack again.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of killed the NWO in the first place.
Yeah.
Aside from too many members, which Bullet Club has.
Yeah. So,
we can get into that later, though.
Yeah, that could be our next week's topic.
I mean, it'd be a hot topic this week because it just happened.
I know. But
We can do it at the end.
We did the Universal thing. But yeah, no,
we can do two. Let's start.
Ember Moon versus Liv Morgan.
Rematch. There wasn't a lot of meat to this match.
Though. No, it was.
It's kind of just like last week's.
Yeah.
Ember Moon won.
Yeah. Finn Balor and Bobby Roode versus Baron Corbin and Elias.
I feel so bad for Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Because he could be such a major player right now. Instead, he's just your generic babyface that says his one catchphrase.
Glorious.
Still a good song.
Yeah. What are you gonna do though? You can't really do much.
Turn him heel. That's the role he's most comfortable in.
Right, but I don't know why they don't just do that.
It's because the glorious thing has gotten so over that they might think that maybe that's all that he is to him, and they're booking him that way where it looks like he's just a catchphrase now instead of being a good wrestler or a good heel wrestler, and he's just a catchphrase.
That is awful though. I just can't.
Even look back at his NXT days; they were getting it right with him then.
Right, he was a bad guy. And then Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. If he loses, McIntyre's banned on Sunday. Which, fun fact, he isn't.
Yep, he is still there. But great match.
Oh man, it was a
very
fun
good
match.
Very good.
Gosh, I just enjoyed every bit of it.
I kind of would have been disappointed in all honesty if Drew McIntyre would have lost, just because it removes that what if dynamic.
Yeah. You know what I just kind of realized?
What?
We haven't seen the Authors of Pain for a while.
They were there 2 weeks ago, I believe.
I know, but
I think they're just waiting because they don't have anything in store for them. So right now they're just having them out there instead of overexposing them with squash matches.
Team Hell No was on Miz TV at the start.
You forgot something.
Oh, what was that?
Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman in a steel cage was announced on Raw.
Oh yeah.
Kevin was hiding from Braun the whole time in Kurt's office.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on to SmackDown.
Team Hell No was on Miz TV, and
Sanity and the Bludgeon Brothers came out along with a New Day.
Yeah.
And we got ourselves a tag match.
Yeah.
For the main event. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, because AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Why would you have this so soon after their feud ended?
Yeah.
Like, as much as I love seeing these two wrestle each other, they overexposed their feud.
Yeah.
Still good. DQ kind of killed it for me, but
Rusev is trying to go after Styles' title now, right?
Yeah, that's the match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, and then Nakamura was supposed to go after Hardy's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's probably why.
Oh, wait, yeah, I remember now why. Because then that DQ set up another tag match.
Yeah. Between AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah. Who won? Again, I don't remember.
I'm gonna say it was Rusev and Nakamura.
Are you sure?
Yes. They defeated Hardy and Styles.
Does it say that on the site?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were just guessing.
No.
Okay. Hooray!
Yeah. But for me, this is
Rusev Day.
Yeah. For me, I really liked AJ's pants in this one. He had
what?
No, he had he was paying homage to his time in NJPW.
He wore those a long time ago.
I know. I really like those ones.
His blue ones were like that too, though.
Yeah, I know. I just like that.
Like the one.
I like that he has Japanese kanji on his fucking side.
They're on all of his tights
Zach.
now. They're on all of his tights now.
Okay.
He's been doing that since the club reformed in 2016.
Asuka versus James Ellsworth.
You mean Asuka?
Yeah. It was a good time. I liked it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. You gotta love intergender matches.
Yeah.
At least Asuka won this time.
Holy shit, Sin Cara is back on the main roster?
Yeah, and he got to fight Andrade Cien Almas. This was good for
yeah,
what
it was.
it
A
was.
good match. Yeah, it was super fun.
I thought it was going to be a squash. It was pretty competitive, actually.
Yeah. It was just weird to see Sin Cara on the main roster again.
It is kind of just because no one takes his character serious.
No. I think everyone kind of thought he was going to be the next Rey Mysterio, and it just
Sin Cara?
Yeah.
That's what they tried to build him up as.
Yeah, and it
but
just
because
didn't work.
Of all the jokes about him botching and then all of his wellness policy suspensions, the first iteration of Sin Cara.
Yeah, because this is Sin Cara 2, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the guy who used to play Hunico.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, he's a better Sin Cara.
Right. No, what I mean is that, like, yeah, he's just, like, just the way he looks. He's got, like, the white contacts and everything.
Yeah.
He's, like, literally, he's, like, basically Rey Mysterio light.
He could be a part of the Woken universe.
I mean, but what would no?
He could.
Team Hell No and the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers Insanity.
Why did you make Sanity lose their second match here since their debut? Why? Just why? I understand it's a go-home show and you want people to go home happy, but at the same time, I just question why you booked Sanity to lose again. Like, they're not getting any momentum.
No, they're not. This could, I feel like their Extreme Rules could change that.
Yeah, probably, but for me, it's kind of too late because they've already lost twice. It could have. They tried to build them up as a dangerous faction with these attacks, but then they lose.
Yeah, you got a point there. Like when the Bludgeon Brothers came in, they just decimated, and they're just like, fuck it!
Yeah, they destroyed everyone.
Yeah, there was no fucks given. They kind of just crushed everything and everyone in their sight.
Poor Sanity.
Well, you know. I will still say this. I do not think the WWE knows what to do with some of their talent once it gets on the main roster.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just kind of I feel like the writers just are like, all right, we're gonna spin this dartboard, we're gonna throw a dart, Sanity, New Day, Team Hell No, Bludgeon Brothers.
Well, it's a different writing staff in NXT.
Right.
To me, NXT is kind of like an indie show.
Right.
And WWE will always be
WWE.
WWE land, yeah.
Then we're going to 205 Live.
Hooray!
Tony Nese versus Kalisto.
Can I just say, I've seen some comments where people are just like, why do you keep putting Lucha House Party on 205 Live?
I don't know.
Because people are starting to say they're becoming overexposed.
They are. Because so Murphy attacked Kalisto to cause a disqualification.
I'm excited about the Nese and Murphy team.
Yeah.
They got some promise to them.
Leo Rush versus Colin Delaney.
Rush.
Whatever.
Leo Rush is killing it right now with his new character. This kind of like cocky Floyd Mayweather type character.
Yeah, and everyone met Topanga apparently.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so, it was an okay match.
Mm. Just for the story of Akira Tozawa versus Leo Rush.
Yeah.
Which we will get next week. Thanks, Drake Maverick.
Yeah. Cedric Alexander versus Hideo Itami for the Cruiserweight title.
Yeah. Now, you know how last week Murphy and Ali tore the house down, right?
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like what you would think of as a Cruiserweight match, right?
God damn it, Zach!
I'm sorry, my phone just went off, everyone. I'm sorry. But anyways.
Fuck, Zach!
I'm so unprofessional.
Yeah!
But anyways,
I'm angry. I'm kidding.
You know how Murphy and Ali is kind of like, when you think of Cruiserweights, you think of like high-flying action and all that stuff. This wasn't really high-flying. Once again, this was more like a Japanese-style match.
It was awesome!
Like what you see in like Noah or a main event of New Japan.
Right, it was awesome.
I loved it.
Dude, it was so good.
I really wanted Itami to win, though.
I did. He's
killing it now as this. He's kind of like a grizzled veteran who thinks he deserves all this respect for what he's done.
My fear is that he's gonna go over and not get the title.
What do you mean over?
You know what I mean? Like he's gonna get overhyped and then just not get the title.
Like he's gonna be one of those guys who's a great worker, but they just don't put a title on him.
Right.
Yeah. That's my fear as well. I'm just like, well, he lost pretty decisively. What happens now?
Right. Like,
what do you do?
Do you just have him become a full-on heel?
He is a full-on heel. He's been that way since he attacked Akira Tozawa.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But
like, I don't think, like, for me that wasn't like a heelish behavior. I feel like maybe that was, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, it was, but
I'd say the full heel thing was when he attacked Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy. But for me right now with Hideo Itami, to me it was kind of like he could have won it, and we would know where the story goes from here with him.
Right.
But now,
I mean,
what does he do?
I like Alexander's run as a champion.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think him keeping the hold of that championship title is awesome. Like, I think...
Yeah, it helps because a long reign speaks volumes for a title.
So, like, I can understand that, but, like, that's the thing that'll make me sad, because, like, I don't think Hideo Itami's going to get the title. Like,
not if he does, it's going to be a long way down the road.
Right.
And
he had the title for, like, I don't know, a weekend.
Who?
Hideo Itami.
He's never won a title
under the WWE. Or was that Akira Tozawa?
Yeah, that was Akira Tozawa. He held it for all of like 5 days before he lost it to SummerSlam. Yeah.
At a fucking pre-show, too. I was so pissed off.
What's sad is that was also a pretty good match, and it was put on the pre-show.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, Hideo Itami. He's kind of in limbo right now.
Yeah, and like, it sucks. Like, do you have Impact wait on to join the main roster? Or
I think you could join it regardless, because Finn Balor is not 200 pounds. Because I believe he's built at 196.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I believe, because I don't remember why. It might have been because I was playing 2K18 earlier today and they put the weights in.
I legit think that, like, Hideo Itami, this is like... I know we need people in 205 Live, but I feel like you could put Itami in there.
To be honest with you, with some of these new guys coming in, like Buddy Murphy and...
It's a great way to get people into the main roster. Yeah. Like,
it's kind of like another graduation system, in all honesty.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can see a Tommy moving to the main roster, but then I don't have faith in that because of what they've done with Nakamura.
Right.
And kind of what they've done with Asuka since she lost her streak.
As long as they don't have them all be a tag team or a stable.
I would actually love that because Nakamura and Itami... Kings of strong style right there.
Yeah, they are.
Nakamura's the charisma, and Itami's the silent badass guy. You know?
Like a Liu Kang and Kung Lao kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. Like, to me, that could work. I could see them teaming together.
Could you... Okay. Could you... Like, not to make it sound super weird, but could you see, like... Not just Japanese superstars who aren't Japanese, but, like, who worked in the Japanese superstar circuit?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, Cedric Alexander worked in the... Didn't he?
I believe so. I think he worked around the world.
Right, but, like, those people who did, like, the indie Japanese scene and things like that, they could start to, like, have a stable or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think that'd be interesting. Like, they don't just bring up that they were all together and, like... But, like, their style...
Yeah, I don't know.
Hard.
It could come off like the Nexus.
Yeah.
Where they build them as rookies, quote unquote. They're not, but they would build them as that because they haven't been on the main roster for a long time.
Right.
Which really irks me when people do that.
Right, because they've been veterans for
like when John Cena said to Kevin Owens, "Let me give you some advice," and then Kevin Owens was like, "I've been wrestling for 15 years, longer than you," and I was like, "Damn."
Pretty good. Then we go into the NXT North American Championship. Danny Burch versus Adam Cole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cole defeated Burch.
Yeah. I think that's a transitional challenger.
Yeah.
Obviously, he had to finish off the story with Burch because, you know, Oney Lorcan got hurt. I think they may be building up Ricochet to face Adam Cole.
I hope so. Ricochet's awesome.
Yeah, but that kind of brings us back to, like, the Itami Alexander thing where Adam Cole hasn't had that for long.
Right.
And even at the last takeover, he didn't defend it.
Right. Do you think, like, maybe they might be putting Ricochet over too early? I feel like maybe...
He hasn't had a one-on-one title situation, so no.
Right.
Plus, his reputation precedes him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hard because it's like you have a stacked roster, but you don't know what to do with some of that roster because you've got so much talent and everyone wants this guy to be pushed, this guy to be pushed, this guy to be pushed. But it comes at the expense of someone who's already in the middle of a push, like Adam Cole. If they have Ricochet face him, then have him beat Cole to win the title.
Yeah. Then we have, I get you. Like, I don't know. See, like, I like Ricochet. I think Ricochet is just killing it here.
Absolutely.
So, like, I just hope he just doesn't lose momentum.
Right.
I say this now, and then when he goes to the main roster, he just loses all momentum. It just goes to a complete,
I was going to say, in NXT, someone I like to think of who hasn't lost momentum, who's lost quite a bit, is Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
But he's still really over.
Right.
So, I think Ricochet, if he is Adam Cole's next opponent, and he loses, I think he'll be just fine.
Right. And I hope he is, because like he's a great wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he got praise from The Rock.
Yeah.
Himself.
Kairi Sane versus Vanessa Bourne.
Yep.
Sane defeated Bourne. It was a good match too.
I heard she used a submission finisher.
She did.
Not the Rings of Saturn, which seems to be the de facto heel. I need a new finishing submission move. I heard it was like a Boston Crab or some sort of variation like that.
Yeah, it was weird.
Was it like the Brock Lock where they bend the leg over the neck and then they just squeeze on the leg? I like that move. That move's pretty cool.
The NXT Tag Championship match, Mustache Mountain versus Undisputed Era.
Great
match.
Great match.
Super fun.
But why have Mustache Mountain win if they were just going to lose the titles in 2 weeks? Is there an injury to Trent Seven? Because I saw he was leaving on crutches after that taping.
I don't know.
So that might have been the reason. Also, I didn't watch NXT. I didn't have time to, but I heard Tyler Bate threw in the towel instead of like Trent Seven tapping out or whatever. Why would he throw in the towel instead of just breaking up the submission and getting the tag to come in?
I don't know.
Like, I know that Trent Seven, I don't know if this is in real life or kayfabe, but I know they say he trained Tyler Bate, so maybe it's like a student looking out for his mentor type thing. There's a lot of ways they could go with this story, to be honest with you.
But now, let's talk Extreme Rules.
Nothing's extreme about this Extreme Rules.
Yeah, not really. No.
That's kind of my problem with these stipulation-based pay-per-views.
So, we have Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax.
Is it an Extreme Rules match? Yes. I think this is Extreme Rules.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going with Bliss, just because I see her facing Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I also see Bliss. We have AJ Styles versus Rusev. I want Rusev to win, but I know AJ Styles is probably going to win.
Yeah, I'd say AJ as well. It'd be a big shock if Rusev did win. That'd be pretty cool.
I'd be fine with it. I'd be like, yeah, Rusev!
Ooh, it really is Rusev Day.
Yeah.
I'd buy a t-shirt.
Rusev Day all around. Motherfuckers. Then we go the Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy versus the B Team.
I'm going with Wyatt and Hardy.
I'm also going to go with Wyatt and Hardy.
I know it kills you inside to do that.
Yeah, kind of. Carmella versus Asuka.
James Ellsworth is in a shark cage, by the way.
Shark cage, yeah. So he could just, like, get out, though, because that's what usually happens.
Or he'll drop a weapon.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Carmella.
I'm going to go with Asuka. Just because, what do you do with Asuka if she loses again?
Bring her back to SmackDown. Bring her back to Raw.
I'd be okay with that. Asuka versus Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, because she never got to face Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, but to be fair, she beat everyone on Raw.
Yeah, she kicked the shit out of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Just like everyone.
In pretty good fashion, too.
Yeah, like her feud with Nia Jax is like actually one of my favorites.
Asuka?
Yeah.
You mean in NXT or on the main roster?
On the main roster.
Really?
Right.
Really?
I don't know.
To me, that was kind of just a rehash of their feud in NXT.
I get you, but like it's the most exciting fucking thing in the women's division in Raw that I've seen in a quick minute.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now that Ember Moon is on the main roster,
if they could find something for her to do,
yeah,
aside from facing the Riot Squad,
yeah. I don't know, have Ember Moon and Asuka become a tag team?
No, please don't do that.
Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No. I really want Team Hell No to win.
I want the Bludgeon Brothers to win. That's my prediction. Bludgeon Brothers. Because I have a feeling it's going to be Daniel Bryan versus The Miz at SummerSlam.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. I really want Seth Rollins to win this back.
This is tough to call because...
I like Ziggler, though. I really do.
Again, it's like... If you have someone win the title, why would you just make them lose it like a week or 2 weeks later?
It's a 30-minute Iron Man match.
You know that's going to be good.
So...
I think...
Gotta put that in consideration that I feel like McIntyre could pull some shit.
I think he's going to try early on and he's going to be ejected.
Right.
But I'm going to go with Ziggler just because I don't understand the point of having Rollins lose it only to have him win it back. Right. To me, I feel like they're putting Rollins on a path either to face Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam, or there are reports that Dean Ambrose is going to be ready to return by SummerSlam. This could be the way they bring him back, by having him cost Seth Rollins the match at Extreme Rules. Like, say McIntyre gets thrown out early on.
And then Rollins.
Say Dean Ambrose just runs in out of nowhere to try and help him.
You think it would be he's going to help...
Yeah, it'd be like McIntyre... Either McIntyre gets involved early and gets thrown out, and then Ambrose costs Rollins the match at the end, or McIntyre is the deciding factor and Rollins keeping the title at the end. Dean Ambrose makes his return, and it looks like he's going to save them, and then he just hits Rollins or something.
Yeah.
And that could set up SummerSlam.
Right. Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. I really want Bobby Lashley to win.
Same. But I have heard reports that they're going with Reigns versus Lesnar again at SummerSlam. If Lesnar shows up at SummerSlam, because I don't know if it's real, if negotiations have fallen through for Brock to appear at SummerSlam or not, but I want Lashley to win, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Roman wins.
Then we have Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I want Nakamura to win. I think
really
Nakamura might win because Hardy's dealing with a lot of injuries right now. So
I think this is the way to give the title.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but there aren't that many extreme matches though.
No, there's only
two. Oh, and Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman in a steel cage.
Well, there's 4 then, because then there's the table match.
Oh yeah, the pre-show with the Sanity and New Day.
Is that pre-show?
Yeah, that's pre-show.
Oh, that's fucking sad.
I know. Way to make Sanity look like a big deal.
That's really sad. Then we go to Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Yeah, why isn't this an Extreme Rule match?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if they made it Finn Balor's hair's on the line or something.
Okay.
Because Corbin just shaved his head.
Right. I want to say Finn Balor's going to win.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're kind of pushing Corbin because he's been getting the pinfall victories for the last 3 weeks since he became Constable.
Then we go Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens.
I'm going with Balor, but at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if Corbin won.
I'm going with Balor as well, but I'm going to go with Kevin Owens.
I'm going with Strowman. Just because...
I believe they'll pull some bullshit.
Well, considering Sami Zayn is injured, I don't know what they'll pull.
Right. What tomfoolery they would pull.
Maybe it's like when Big Show debuted for the WWF back in 1999. Maybe he'll just throw Owens at the cage and the cage will break and Owens will just break out and he'll win.
Yeah. Then we go the New Day versus Sanity. And
I'm going to go with Sanity.
Yeah. I hope they win, but I could totally see the New Day winning.
Same.
So there's that. Now we do have something quick to talk about, Zach. We've been holding this in.
What?
The Bullet Club is no longer existing.
To me, this is the pinnacle of the breakup. Like, to be honest with you, I've been kind of tired of Bullet Club since Omega kind of made the split faction the Elite. Because to me, it's just like you're the leader of both groups, but you're paying more attention to the Elite. You know, it's like Hollywood and Wolfpack all over again.
Right.
And that helped kill the NWO, plus the mini members, which they have.
Right.
So, to be honest with you, if this is truly the end of Bullet Club as we know it, like, once the whole feud's over, Bullet Club's just over, and then it's just like the Elite and Firing Squad, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah.
Or Guerrillas of Destiny, if they still want to call themselves that. I think so far Firing Squad is just Tama Tonga, Tonga Roa, and King Haku.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on it?
You know what? I feel like we need a change. I feel like they're just kind of getting lackluster. So I was like, what's the point?
Well, the only reason why people are saying they're as popular as they are now is, and I think I'm wrong with this, but it's been because of Kenny Omega's amazing matches so far.
Right.
With Okada, and then him getting the Golden Lovers back together.
Right.
And you also have to attribute the Young Bucks to that as well.
Right.
Because, without the Young Bucks, the Golden Lovers story doesn't really work as well because there is turmoil between those four.
Right.
And Cody as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I'm gonna guess I'm one of those people.
Well, to me, the new popular faction is either Suzuki-gun or Los Ingobernables de Japón.
Yeah.
And LIJ is huge in Japan.
Right.
Like, they have become bigger than Bullet Club right now.
That's awesome.
In Japan. Worldwide, it's still Bullet Club.
Bullet Club, yeah. There's a bunch of white dudes. But, like, yeah. No, I totally get that now. I'm really excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. But to me, to be honest, I'm kind of sick of Bullet Club.
Right.
Just because, to me, they ran their course, and then when Omega did the whole elite thing, I was like, well, it's over.
Right. So that's been the Takedown Breakdown.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to also check out some awesome podcasts we have on Podbean and other podcasts that you can listen to there.
Can I just say real quick, it's ironic how I bought Bullet Club merch while Omega's been the leader.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Later.